Hello, 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 everyone. Namaste, my witchlings. My face appears and everybody disappears. I see how it goes. I chased them all away. Hey, Hazel. How are you doing tonight, hun? There. Oh, I should probably turn off my 11 o'clock alarm so it doesn't start singing at me and I, freak the fluff out. All right. 11:30. That's what I want. Yep. There we goes. Ha. Hoy. It is fucking Wednesday. How the hell is it Wednesday already? It does not. This year is already, we're only 2 months into the second month of the year. We're in the first week of the second month, and it already feels like it is flying by. What the hell? Been there, done that, Kool-Aid. I know. We're good. Ha. Witchy Mama needs a drink. I pulled a good one tonight, y'all. Since it's pretty much just the hubby and Hazel. Had a soda with dinner. Went out, grabbed my soda out of the kitchen because I forgot it after I got done cooking. Came back in here. Realized I had an empty can sitting on my cup holder. Moved the empty can, put the full can where the empty one had been. Then realized, hey, dumbass, you should probably put the empty can in the recycle bin. So I went to grab what my brain is saying is the empty can. Went to pick it up and realized it was far too heavy for what I was anticipating. And it goes splash. And I dumped Dr. Pepper, a fresh can. I had literally just opened it. I don't think I'd even taken a drink out of it yet. Spilled it all over my desk. And yeah, the desk pad's still a little sticky. I will be cleaning that soon. So I am doing just stellar tonight. How are you guys doing? Hey, Blake. Okay. So, Wednesday night, this is my Midnight Mass, Witchlings round the cauldron, or what, round the hearthfire. Either way, both, yes, no. This is where I just kind of touch on a hot topic or something that I feel like sharing. And then we just kind of sit here and chit-chat and visit until round about midnight when I do my candle and midnight blessing. Very cool profile picture. Love the runes. So you will appreciate my daily show, daily divination and self-care. I pull tarot, oracle, we have a goddess of the day, etc., etc. I am Seattle-based, so my times are Pacific. I go live at 1:30 in the afternoon until 3:30. Tuesday night is Bitchin' Witch, where I take a hot... Yeah, not going to dump everything all at once, but I have 2 podcasts a week, and then Friday night we have Friday Night Guided Meditation. So, we will share the whole schedule later. I am also autistic and ADHD as fuck. My ADD is on the rampage right now, so please forgive me. I am also a former sailor, so, pardon my swearing. Oh, honey, your English is as good as mine, and I'm a native speaker. Yeah, I'm going to clean that up. That's going to bother me. There are... No, it's wet. I can still see little drops of Dr. Pepper on my nice little, Capricorn cup. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yep, brain's not giving me the word. Yeah, it's a trivet. Oh, look, there was soda under it. No, not trivet. This is a coaster. Hey, there we go. See, like I said, I'm a native speaker and my English isn't always the best. I am in the Pacific Northwest. I am roundabout Seattle. What are we doing? We're just kind of sitting here chit-chatting, waiting for people to come in and get cozy, get comfy. We will get to our pseudo topic. Oh, cool, from Wales. Oh, God. Mahi, I'm a native English speaker. I can speak like the most academic person out there if I really want to. I choose not to. Hey, Bob DeBilda. All right, I am going to do my digital housekeeping and say, please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space, and please be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and my mods will be finding you with the Banhama.
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, my day's going pretty good. The land of paganism, where it comes from, depends on the flavor of paganism, but you are correct. At least my particular flavor of paganism. My paganism is an eclectic mix of my English, Irish, Scotch, Prussian heritage, and the husband's Filipino, Native American, English, Scottish, Irish heritage. So we have a lot of fun here. Oh, and Native American, if I didn't say that. Okay, I did. Good. It's usually the first one I mention. That is true. I do usually forget your Irish heritage. There is an earbud. The man behind the curtain and I, he is Technomancer in the chat here. We're in a Discord voice call on my laptop. He is my producer. So if I stop and kind of cock my head this way or I yell that way, I'm either listening to him or I'm yelling at him. Hey, higher observer. My husband is Native American. His tribe is out of Northern California. My ex-husband is Cherokee out of Northern Alabama. Yeah, we're all mutts. Did you type something? Because it did. Cream soda. Okay. Cream soda, Dr. Pepper. It is my current addiction besides my peppermint mocha coffee creamer. I drink white coffee because it has more caffeine than black coffee. I'm a caffeine fiend. All right, y'all. Oh, no, I have been a practicing witch for, oh my God, it'll be 30 years this weekend. Oh my God. I do not feel like I am pushing 50, I swear. It's almost like you took an A&W cream soda and mixed it with a Dr. Pepper. It's actually pretty good. Pure breed Wales. Welshman. Okay. Nice. Purebred. Yep. Pure breed. He typed breed. But yep, purebred. Great. Now I'm envisioning the fucking dog with its face sticking out of a piece of bread. Purebred. Oh my. Internet memes have infested my brain. It is amazing. It is delicious. Okay, so I was literally just talking about this in the Discord staff chat. So magic is manipulating energy to bring about your desired outcome. Now, the conversation that I'm referring to was a friend talking about doing essentially an abundance and fertility spell with a reminder that fertility does not necessarily mean children. Thank the gods. But she is one of my favorite spellers because her spells, much like my darling husband's, tend to work really, really, really well. So, yes, these are prescription glasses. I am half blind with... Oh, how can I see through... Anyway, I am half blind without them. These are the ones I wear most of the time. The glasses I wear for daily draw are far more entertaining looking. Okay, so what do I mean by spells? Okay. Well, the man behind the curtain did a protection spell for the house. It's great. I'll address that in a minute, Bob. Let's see. Abundance. I have done abundance spells. I have done protection spells. And basically all those is abundance. You are calling in abundance. You are saying, I want to have my, oh dear Lord and Lady, those are, I don't know how I was able to see through them earlier. But abundance is basically calling in abundance. I do also, fair warning, yet again, I am ADHD as fuck, so please bear with me. I like sympathetic magic. Case in point, a very good sympathetic magic spell I heard of during the wildfires in LA was basically to light something like an incense stick, and as a form of sympathetic magic, the incense stick was the fires burning in LA. And you just took and you either poured water on the incense stick or snuffed it as a sympathetic magic to make the fires in LA go out. Hey, Jana, Denise, I like that name. Hello. Magic is, so, magical powers like Charmed, no, don't really exist. But magic is, as I said, a form of manipulating energy to bring about your desired outcome. And many people have seen that work. I mean, hell, one of the most common things you see on social media right now is a freezer spell. Take somebody, toss them in the freezer, and they're going to leave you alone. It works. All right, now, I am 25, just had my first baby. What advice would you give me? Sleep as often as possible. Don't let people kiss the baby on their face, hands, or feet, because those, their face, germs are going to travel. Hands and feet, they chew on them. There are a lot of things that don't make us very sick, but can do bad things to an infant, RSV being one of them, herpes being another. Ask me what RSV does to an infant with a shitty immune system or bad lungs. Exactly, Blake. But get lots of sleep. That's my best advice with an infant. Don't rush anything, because they're only that small for so long, and you really, it's hard to do it in the moment. But trust me when I say you're going to want to enjoy it as much as possible. My baby is 22. Because then you blink twice and they're in their 20s and they're having kids. And you're like, when the hell did you get big enough to have a kid of your own? I know. I'm having that issue myself. I now have 6 grandchildren. That is the weirdest thing. Still does not feel right to say I have 6 grandkids, but I do. And that actually brings us a very good segue into tonight's chit chat. All right. Yes, saying that I have that many grandkids makes me feel very old, and just none of them are my biological kids. They're my non-biological daughters who've given me all 6 of them. Which is a very good thing, because of the kids that call me mom, they're definitely the most mature. Nope. My oldest non-biological daughter had 2 kids and then had twins. And they were born in November. And the younger daughter has 2. Oh, I'm sorry, Mabel. But yes. Dude, I had 3, and just having the 3 of them made life chaotic because, well, they took after their mother and they're all spectrum-y. It's It was a wild ride getting them to adulthood. We'll just put it that way. And like I said, the quote-unquote baby, the baby is 22, the eldest is 27, and actually very well might pop in when he's on a break at work. Yep, we are all ADHD. The boys are both on the autism spectrum, just like their mother and both of their fathers. So yeah. I have to laugh. My middle child, the munchkin, went to visit Grandma for a few days, and made reference to being autistic made reference to their older brother being autistic. Grandma goes, oh yeah, he got that from his dad, and he got that from his dad, so y'all are good. Is it severe or mild? Okay. Severe, mild is a misnomer, and it is rather ableist to say. Just going to say that. Not shaming you, passing on information, educating. We are all on the low accommodation end of the spectrum. The eldest, he works at the local grocery store. He is the closing self-checkout guy. Everybody in town loves him. This is not me just saying that. I have told people who he is. And when they find out he's my son, they're like, oh my God, he is the nicest guy. He is so polite and so nice. And he loves to chit chat. And everybody just gushes over how great he is. I am blessed. I know this. Yes. Are you familiar with the TV show Twin Peaks from umpteen dozen years ago? I live in Twin Peaks. My kids' high school, or our school district covers 3 towns. So oh, I actually very much love living in a small town. Hey, Sage, haven't seen you in a bit. All right, I do actually have a couple of things I wanted to talk about tonight. And Mabel referring to her dog, I am so sorry. That's because one of the things I want to talk about tonight is a happy thing with pets. Hey, Jessica. So, I'm actually going to run through this real quick, and then we'll get back to our chit-chat. So, uh-oh. Why for you whine at me, love? All right. Okay, you guys. I saw that. Thank you, Kevin. Okay. Apparently, I have the sniffles tonight. All right. Okay, so fair warning, we hide the chat from me when I'm reading some of my stuff because I get distracted. So, here we go. Tonight, you guys, we are acknowledging the fact that the world outside is shitty and chaotic and horrific, and there are some really nasty things going on. So we are not ignoring the hard things. We are just choosing intentionally tonight to notice where care is still working. Because it truly is. Okay? Let's start with something small. And it's something that doesn't usually make headlines unless it goes absolutely viral. But it does keep happening anyway. Now, this week, and honestly, every week, animals that were lost have found their way back to their people. Dogs picked up as strays whose microchips still carry a name someone once whispered with love. Cats wandering into shelters, older, thinner, changed by time, but yet still recognized. Sometimes months or years later. There's no grand quest, no perfect ending, just a phone call, you know? A shelter worker going, are you sitting down? A door opening. A body, human or furry, freezing for just a second before going, oh, it's you. What gets me, and having misplaced an animal, what gets me isn't the reunion, it's the waiting, the The knowing that your baby is out there, but you don't know where. The way people, oh, hello. Okay, it's a drop. The way people keep their phone numbers updated on the chip, just in case. And the way those babies come home, they're not pristine. They come home changed, definitely changed, scarred, older, but they come home to love. That's the important part. They say home is not a reward for staying pristine and untouched. Home is where you are allowed to arrive just as you are. And here's the important part here. These reunions don't happen by magic alone. Granted, many of us on the witchy side do spells to bring our furry children home, but they happen because someone kept paying attention. Someone scanned for a chip instead of assuming that nobody was looking for an animal. Someone, a pet parent, kept the database updated. And someone decided to choose patience over dismissal. Love does not do this by itself. Infrastructure does. Community does. Care does. And now we're going to keep the lens on that care, but we're going to zoom out just a smidge bit. Because, and this is the one that's important to me equally, but this is a big one right now because of what is going on with the people in my country. Mutual aid. Mutual aid groups are all over, and they are showing up for people quietly, steadily, and definitely without fanfare. Winter food distributions, coat drives, sock and hat drives, community pantries that are stocked not by abundance but by intention. There's no applications for these food banks or these drives, no worthiness tests, no income, validation, no speeches about responsibility. Simply, you're cold. Here, you need a blanket or a jacket. You're hungry? Here, take this. You're tired? Oh, honey, have a sit. This is not charity. Charity tends to ask, who deserves this help? Mutual aid asks, what is going to help someone survive right now? Charity flows down. Mutual aid moves sideways. And that sideways motion, that equal footing, is where dignity lives. Oh, excuse me, Dr. Pepper talks. Mutual aid understands something deeply witchy and deeply human. Any one of us can be that lost animal. Any one of us can be the person who just needs someone to notice, to scan that chip, and to make that call. And mutual aid doesn't turn people away or burn people the way savior narratives do. Let's not get into the fucking savior narratives here. Because in this case, no one is cast as the hero. And no human being is reduced to a problem to be solved. They retain their humanity. So care circulates, giving and receiving trade places, and the load spreads. That's why it works. And I want to point this out because it's incredibly important. Not all hope is fragile. Some hope is structural, logistical, and some hope is just people deciding over and over and over again to not look away. The world tells us, especially right now, constantly, It tells us constantly to move on, to scroll past, to just accept loss as inevitable and connection as temporary. But these stories, the reunions of pet and family, the shared meals, the winter coats passed hand to hand, tell us a different truth. They say staying is a practice. Attention is an act of devotion, and care doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. So, my friends, if you are tired tonight, good. You're allowed to be. Sit down and take a rest. You don't have to fix anything before you rest, and you definitely don't have to carry the whole world to be a part of healing it. Sometimes the most faithful thing you can do is to keep your heart scannable. Keep your records updated and keep that door unlocked. Because love finds its way home more often than we are told. And mutual aid? Oh, honey, that's just love organized. So tonight or tomorrow, hopefully in the next 48 hours, I will be getting a blog post up on dietheyogawitch.com and yogawithdylin.com about how to go about organizing some mutual aid, a food drive, a clothing drive, etc., etc. How to find an organization in your local area who could use it, such as a homeless shelter, a domestic violence shelter, etc., etc. And hopefully some of us will do that. I know I'm going to try to get down to my local food bank and do some volunteer hours down there. All right. Hey, y'all, let's take a step and walk into dietheyogawitch.shop, where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. You can go there and browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry, and then potentially snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, dog hoodies, cat collars, and so much more. Go ahead and treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring just a little bit of witchy sparkle into your daily life. Again, you can find that at dietheyogawitch.shop. And now, if you're enjoying this show and you would like to step just a smidge bit deeper into our coven here, consider clicking on the join button and becoming a member of my channel. There are some amazing perks for all of the Witchlings, with levels starting at just a single solitary $1 a month. How affordable is that? Also, just a quick little reminder that you can help out this channel for free by doing the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. Ring the bell so you know when we're doing stuff. And then share our channel with a friend. Share this video with a friend. I very much appreciate all of your support. You guys are the absolute best thing in the world. Thank you so very much for tuning in. And now, let's get back to the show, shall we? All right. Oh. Ain't it great? Arnold is still... I live in fantasy. Well, yes. Don't we all live in fantasy, though? I mean... Anyway. One, two. Okay. Hey! Thank you, Rubber Booty. Rubber Booted. Okay. Yep. Yeah, no, I'm amused by that. Boop, 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 boop. That's okay. The The ones who really want to hang out are the ones that we want anyway. Oh, it's actually a blanket. It is a Lisa Frank blanket. I loved Lisa Frank as a teenager. And when I saw this, wherever the hell I found it, I'm like, oh my God, it's Lisa Frank. I need it. And the best part about the husky friend here is, somebody who is currently snoring. I have a German Shepherd Malamute doggo. Yeah. That would be the man behind the curtain having tucked it so that Puppy will stay in place so that he looks over my shoulder. I live in Seattle. It gets cold up here. Although, oddly, it hasn't been this week. Or this year, so. Hey, Nicole. Good to see ya. So, yeah. But I keep a blanket here on my chair. I have another one under me so that when I get cold, I can wrap up in it. Then there are the times when, I have the furry overlord who is a thermonuclear reactor to snuggle with. But we have 4 furry children in the house. 2 of them are small enough to be awesome lap warmers. I know! 20 pounds of cat or dog, and they're freaking thermonuclear reactors. Yeah, Nicole knows what I'm talking about. She's got 2. One of them that is, a static Klingon currently. Yeah, 20 pounds of cat is like 80 pounds of human. Bruno's about to find himself timed out. Numerous times. Oh, 3 cats. Correction. Ever rubbed a cat with a balloon? Oh, God, yes. Many, many, many times. Chloe, if you're at school, you should not be in this stream. Sorry. Bye, Chloe. Have a good day at school, honey. Sorry. The mom in me pops out, okay? It's only 8 o'clock in the morning. Has school started? I think so. Pay attention to school. Yup. Bye, honey. I'll see you later this afternoon in Daily Draw. The best part is Chloe doesn't even live in the same country as me, and I'm still momming her from a distance. It's great. You cannot turn that off. I just... Bye, Chloe. But yes, take one of the little water balloon size balloons and rub it on the cat and then stick it to their belly and watch them walk funny. Oh, please, I've done worse to Chloe. I have totally gone mom mode on her before. Yep, universal mom. Yep, I can't. My kids and the bonus kids absolutely love it when mom mode gets activated. It's hilarious. Because I will, without even thinking, thankfully the eldest does not mind this. I will catch myself without even thinking, momming the grands going, are you supposed to be doing that, kid? No. Then why are you doing it? That's what I thought. Dude. I want it to snow. I am in Seattle. It's a fucking La Nina winter. Or La Nina. I can't remember now. But it's supposed to be colder and wetter this year. I have a dog who has not seen snow since he came out of Alaska 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I wanted it to snow for my furry child. Nicole, remind me to tell you about the wedding that I officiated in August of 24. It was a Acadian wedding, essentially. Yeah, it has been way too dry. HT. I actually like that one. It's too dry, and it was fucking 60 degrees here today. It is not supposed to be 60 degrees in the fucking middle of winter. French toast. Now I'm hungry again. Damn it. It doesn't take much. My stomach says no, but my brain goes, ooh, that sounds yummy. We are very, very, very concerned. That's why I got the munchies. It's time for Colbert. Okay. Yeah, we are very, very, very much too warm and too dry. I am quite concerned that we are going to have drought conditions this summer. Especially, and honestly, as dry as it's been, I am calling it now, we are going to have multiple triple-digit days. That's the problem. Are we going to have the water to splash in? It's yeah. Oh, excuse me. It's not that it's been dry. Yep. It's not that it's necessarily been dry. Yep. It's that it's just been warm. So we don't have the snowpack to, keep water in the mountains and keep the rivers going during the summer. It's interesting. And we're in Washington. Washington doesn't normally have drought. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear God. The fires are going to be horrific this year, which means I'm not going to be able to breathe. I'm going to live on my nebulizer this summer. That is not going to be fun. Yes. So do we need to get the TikTok witches to, hex the sun instead of the moon this time? Sorry. That just blows me away. Oh, I thought you were standing in my doorway clicking your fingernails on your coffee cup. He is scratching his chin and rattling the tripod. Hi, babies. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. No? Okay. Exactly. Tell the sun to stop being an asshole. That's what we're going to do. Why are... Y'all watched me clean them before I put them on, too. It's got to be. Well, see, this doggo knows that he has fans. Normally, when I'm talking to the computer, I can't keep him away from me. But for the last, 3 weeks, he's been like, really, Mom? You spend more time talking to the computer than you do talking to me. And I spent a fair amount of time talking to him. I talk to myself a lot, too. Because aside from the man behind the curtain, it tends to be the only intelligent conversation I get. No, not Clorox wipes on my lenses, but I do have Windex, which is tolerable for glasses. I need to get lens cleaner. Oh, that's right. It is ammonia-based. Yeah. I have some isopropyl alcohol spray in here that I could use. I wonder if my lavender spray would work. Make them smell good. Look at that. I can see again. Oh, hey. I have viewers on Kick. I have subscribers on Kick, and I tend to forget them. Oh, hence why mine is, bright rainbow colored. It makes it easier to spot. And it's big enough. But yes, the little one... I lose those things. But then, hi, ADHD witch, I lose my head if it weren't attached. Not a bad idea. But then, see, the number of times that my glasses will be sitting right here, and I'll be like, where the fuck are my glasses? Or even better, And this is when I catch myself doing a lot, because if I'm sitting here at the computer, if I'm on my phone, I have to take my glasses off so I can see the phone. And then I go to look at the computer, and I'll be sitting here and talking to the computer or doing something on the computer and realize that I'm kind of squinting. So I'll go to push my glasses up and go, there's no glasses there. I've done that too. But see, I'm also the woman who I am talking on the phone and realize I can't see my phone right now. So obviously I need to go looking for my phone, and I will then tell the person on the other end that, hey, I gotta go because I can't find my phone. The best one though, and I can see Nicole doing this if I were talking to her. Hey, do you want me to call you so you can find it? Because neither one of us realizes, hey, dumbass, you're on the phone and you're talking to it, telling someone that you don't know where your phone is. Welcome to being ADHD. My incubator, back when Bluetooth earpieces started becoming popular, she would wear hers constantly in the house and everything. And she would forget that she didn't have her phone on her body because she's talking on the Bluetooth. And she would walk up the stairs, out the front door, get in the truck and go to drive off. Get to the end of the road when her Bluetooth finally disconnected from the phone and go, the hell just happened? Hello? I forgot my phone again. So my dad would have to either figure out how to turn the truck around on that 1-lane road and come back, or just back up. The number of times that one happened. So, at least I know where I get it from. See, this was before they were earbuds. This was when they were the over-the-ear earpieces, which I actually kind of miss. Those were nice. And as for the ringer is off, that is, I will straight up admit, one of the biggest reasons I got my smartwatch, that is the same brand as my phone, is because it has the Find My Phone feature, that when you hit that on your watch, your phone screeches an ungodly sound that, doesn't matter whether the volume is on the phone or not. So it's kind of fun. I've thought about it. Yes. Yes. If I had my watch on, it's charging right now. I would debate actually make it scream at me. Cat snoring in your ear is definitely better than a Bluetooth. Yes. One of my favorite white noises in my different white noise apps is a cat purring, because it is one of the most soothing sounds in the world for me. Yes. Okay, so I have the boys. Where's Bratchild? Where's Girly? Yes. Quack. Ducks eat beavers. Yes. So I'm missing Luna and Fuzzbutt. I have the boys. I'm thinking Luna's in her bed. And Fuzzbutt is probably in... Oh, he's in the chair behind you? Okay. So, that is awesome. She's adorable too. So I have a black cat, big ass 20-pound black cat. And I have a black blanket over my chair. The number of times I have sat on that poor cat. Hey, Isabel, how are you doing today? Yes. Oh, Luna and I have had many conversations about the fact that we are the only women in this house. And there are times when it's just too much boyness. I am so sorry you're not doing so good, Isabel. Yes. Bob, yes, he definitely says I is Shadow. Except I have to tell him no, he's not Shadow. Yes. Except I have to tell him he's not Shadow. Shadow is his furry sibling from, furry nephew from another sibling. I am actually not in Eugene. I was born in Oregon, raised in Oregon, graduated high school in Woodburn. I do, however, have family in Eugene. I actually stole the t-shirt from my little brother. Miss you. So, yes, I am representing the Ducks today. Okay, what? Okay, what? Oh my god, okay. What? Oi. They are cute. My dad used to be able to quack perfectly. He had quite a conversation with one of the ducks on one of the properties they manage. I just don't remember which one. Oh, did they have a good season this year? Awesome. Ducks are evil. Yes. They are cute, but you're not. So, geese are fucking evil. Oh, it was. It was so funny. Actually, no, it wasn't one of the... Where the fuck was that quacker? I don't remember, but I remember... Donde? KS. Yes. Oh, that is so cool, Husafel. Totally doesn't surprise me, Nicole. But yes, geese are evil. My dad, this duck would come walking up to my dad. He recognized my dad. And he would do the quack, 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 quack thing at my dad. And my dad would make the same noise back. And the duck would go quack, 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 quack. And my dad would quack. And it was great. They had these nice little conversations. And I'm just like, when did you learn to speak duck, Pa? Oh, I just started quacking back at him and he seems to like it. Disney princess powers activated. My dad was awesome. Everybody loved my dad. Mallards. How's the wife and kids, Mr. Duck? Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh my God, your mom and the baby geese and the baby ducks. My in-laws live on a rather large property on the other side of the state. And they have 2 ponds, and my mother-in-law absolutely adores the baby geese and the baby ducks. I have so fucking many pictures of baby ducks and baby geese on my phone from taking pictures of them for her. It's hilarious. Definitely have to have a sense of humor. Yeah, and you can get up close with these. They will come right up like 2 feet from us as we're sitting out in the yard, and they'll come, and they're so sweet and so adorable. They know we're not gonna hurt them. Trying to remember. Okay, so Sarge, our little dog, is an asshole. And, so Mom absolutely loves her babies. Oh, God. And Sarge went and tried to chase the ducks one time, shortly after Luna came to live with us. And we're screaming at Sarge. The kids are tearing off trying to catch him. Luna figures out that we're yelling at Sarge to come back. She looks at Dad, looks at Sarge, looks at me, looks at Sarge, and takes off running. And we're like, shit, Luna's gonna go after the ducks now. No, she decided to barrel roll her brother to distract him from the ducks and then herd him back towards us. However, as he regained his footing, my youngest happened to catch up with them and scooped him up and brought him back. But this dog, she's smart. So, okay, but she's pit bull Malamute, neither of which are dumb breeds. Malamutes are great sled dogs and herding dogs. And she has figured out that when I take them out in the backyard in the morning for their morning walks, when I get ready to go back in because I'm hurting, and I'll be like, okay, let's go back inside, and Sarge is still doing the sniffy thing, she will come and pounce on him and start roughhousing with him and get him to chase her back out to the front of the house and up onto the porch to stand at the door. And I'm like, girl, you are the smartest dog. I swear. I love her so much. She is such a good girl. Only part-time gay, dude. Half gay, part-time gay. Whichever. Oh, I love her to bits. I absolutely love her to bits. She is the best. And oh God, she's so goofy. Actually, I gotta do this. Ah! Click on what thingy? That thingy? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, there we go. There we go. There she is. It's the goofy ass Luna and the sergeant and the fuzzbutt and the Tucker monster. All right. She is quite independent. Okay, so the goofy ass looking one. Yes. The blonde, first blonde, that's the goofy ass Luna girl. Love her to bits. She's 8 years old. She's our pit bull Malamute. The little one next to her, that Sergeant Snuggle Puppy, he's our little old man. He is almost 14 years old. Then we have the furry overlord, the 10-year-old black void cat. We all know that he runs this house. Trust me. And then we have the baby of the family being a doofus, and that is Tookers. Yep, the sergeant is very much the prehistoric pupper. I love him. He is the best puppy. He is absolutely the best puppy, man. Sergeant. Hi, baby. He's laying outside my door here, just like, hi, Mom. I guard Mom. I love my babies. They are the absolute. Yep. We had pets when I was a young kid, up until about 10. Then we moved to Portland, and we lived in apartments, so pets were not, a thing. Did not get pets again until I moved into this house 13 years ago. And just before the kids and I moved in, we acquired Sergeant at an SCA event. Best SCA event purchase I have ever made, I will tell you that. And we were adopted by the other 2 dogs that lived here when we moved in. And then my non-biological daughter's cat got pregnant. And I'm like, so if there's a black kitten in the litter, I am laying claim. And I got a call a couple of months later going, you still want the black cat if there was one in the litter? And I'm like, gotta convince the husband, but yes, I very much want the black kitten. And she's like, okay, we'll hold on to him for you. We went down, let's see. Actually, it was when we went down, no, the funerals were late October. So I went down for a funeral in late October. And the man behind the curtain was downstairs talking to my little brother, who I stole the t-shirt from, and my former best friend. And I come downstairs to find him with this little black fluff ball, tucking it, well, to me, it looked like he was tucking the kitten into the inside pocket of his jacket. And I'm like, so are you catnapping the kitten? No, I'm tucking him in my pocket so he hears my heartbeat and stops screaming. And I'm like, you're catnapping the kitten. You do realize that's our kitten, right? Yeah. No, not yet. And I'm like, yeah, right. We went back down just before Thanksgiving, because my munchkin was living down there with them at the time. And they had just bought a house, and my friend's like, I love you. I love your child, but please take your child home so I don't have to worry about them as we're trying to move and everything. And I'm like, got it. So Munchkin did not realize they were coming home to stay. They thought they were just coming up for the holiday. So we bring the Munchkin and the kitten home. And the kitten was small enough, we brought him home in a hamster carrier. I mean, literally, it was like that big. I have a picture of him laying on a regular size pillow, twin size pillow. And it looks like he's laying on like a king size bed, right? And now he is 20 pounds. And for reference, I am 5'7". And he'll lay on my legs, and his hips are at my hips, and his front paws and nose are at my ankles. And that's not even a full stretch. This cat is huge, but he is a quarter Maine Coon, and he got all of Mom's Maine Coon genes, I swear. He got all of the genes that she was supposed to get. Because she is nowhere near that big. So, he is currently curled up in the living room recliner, and the man behind the curtain could technically, there he is. Look at that face. He's got the goofiest face right there. He's such a cute boy, though. And yes, oh no, he's not Mama's boy. Oh no. He is Daddy's boy. 100%. I have a couple of pictures that the man behind the curtain has told me I need to delete, but I never will. Of the man behind the curtain sound asleep with one arm wrapped around the cat, and the cat is looking at me with this, my human. You touch my human, I will shred you. Look on his face. He is very much Daddy's boy. Go ahead and throw that picture back up, babe. He's such a sweet cat. If he comes in, y'all will know it because he likes to scream at me when he comes in. And he usually hops up and he'll sit on the desk and get pets. Baby. I become the biggest goofball when my animals are involved. He definitely claimed my husband, but he'll bump and rub his face on the mic and purr into the mic because, you know, he has opinions. He's adorable. And he's big and he's fluffy and he's warm and cuddly. No, he's not actually. He's not a big eater. Let's see. We get one of the, you know, small to medium-sized cat food bags from Chewy. He goes through, what, one a month or every 6 weeks? Yes, free cat ASMR. That's what my daily viewers say. It's kitty ASMR. Which one is Truffles? I know Ava's the ginger, who is Velcroed to Mom. Meep is a friend of mine, actual IRL friend. So I know her kids and her cats. That it feels weird to say your kids and your cats, but okay. That would be the Maine Coon genes. His grandmother. His grandmother was like 3/4 Maine Coon. But yes, he only eats kibble. But he also gets, anywhere from, he gets like 3 to 5, he gets 3 to 5 churros a week. I don't give them to him every day. If I give them to him every day, he irps. And then he gets his chewy treats, or his crunchy treats. Are those catnip or are they just salmon? Um, but he gets his crunchy treats. And then, nope, he doesn't do tuna. Doesn't like tuna, doesn't like canned chicken, does not like wet cat food. The only wet food kind of thing he likes are the churros. I have to be careful to make sure I call them by name instead of what I usually call them, because if he hears those words, he will come running. Yes, very opinionated and very picky. He absolutely despises most other cats. That's what I usually refer to them as. He does not like other cats. We had a roommate who had a tuxedo cat, and Dexter and Fuzzbutt did not get along. It was great. Love him, though. He is such a good cat. He and Luna are the absolute best of friends. It is the funniest thing to watch this fucking Pitbull Malamute mix look at the cat and freak out because the cat just headbutted her because he's giving her love. But the very first time they met, she was not trained at all, had a prey drive from hell. She walked in the door, the cat spotted her and bolted. She decided to give chase, and that did not go well. The cat then decided to either live in the garage or under my bed for the first month and a half we owned her. Or she lived with us. We don't own an animal. She owns us. Then she went to doggy boot camp for 2 months, and she is doing much better. And we brought her home, and he figured out she's not going to try to eat him anymore. Oh my God, yes. And yeah, they are now the best. Sorry, I can see the picture he's bringing up, and it's Tooker's at his best. I love my dog. He is the fucking dopiest ass dog. I love my dog. All right, there we go. Clickety click. So the man behind the curtain is remoted into my computer from the other room. So he's just doing shit on my desktop here. I'm trying to pay attention to the chat, but occasionally what he's doing will distract me. Oh, Sarge, that face. Sarge is the one who has sweaters. So this the face, that is only part of what you see when you see this dog. I have never seen a dog that sleeps spread eagle on its back with the dorkiest looks on his face. He's on his side currently, but oh my God, he is the biggest dork. It's okay. I at least was somewhat expecting it this time, so I love my dog. Yes, you go rawr. Rawr. Dinosaur. Rawr. Goofy ass boy. I love him. But yeah, he is a derpy dog. We love him. He is just absolutely the best. His former family, his other parents have his sister currently, literally littermate. And we went to their wedding over the summer, and the youngest walked into the backyard where the wedding was going to be, stopped cold because they had pictures of their dogs for the wedding because they couldn't bring them down from Alaska. Stops cold and goes, why the fuck do they have a picture of Tooker's back here? And he's like, oh, wait a minute. That's his sister. So they definitely look alike, but that was funny. At least I know what's happening this time, so I'm prepared. All right. We're going to get another photobomb. They look a lot alike. It's really, really cute. All right. Do-do-dum. Sorry, I'm watching what he's doing. I got distracted. See? I am not caffeinated enough for this shit. And the best part of all of our pups, like I said, Sarge was. Speaking of Sarge, this is Sergeant. This is him seeing a treat. He is looking at Daddy very intently for his treats. But Sarge was purchased at an SCA event. We essentially rescued him. He was from a backyard breed, aren't they? But Luna, we rescued from a family on the east side of the state. She was going to be a big dog, and they had a very small apartment with a large family. So we went and rescued her. Tookers, we adopted. We rescued him from little brother in Alaska. Fuzzbutt, I wouldn't call Fuzzbutt a rescue. Fuzzbutt is just Fuzzbutt. Fuzzbutt was claimed prior to birth. And then, the other dogs that they had, the eldest, the man behind the curtain, had from puppyhood. But our corgi boy, they adopted from a no-kill shelter here in Washington. We miss him. He was something else. I miss that dog. Loved him. He was the best doggo. All right. Oh, yeah, and he had a tail. And he knew how to use it, too. Oh, my God. This dog would hip check you. He was a pervy old man. His favorite thing to do while we were driving through the college campus, dropping someone off, he would be in the back seat and he figured out how to roll the back window down. If there was a cute co-ed walking down the street, he would roll the window down and stick his head out the window and bark. And oh my God, he was too damn smart. We called him our referee because when the other two were wrestling, he was our referee. Oh dear God. Luna forgets she has an appendage attached to the back. Speaking of Luna. She forgets she has an appendage attached to the back end and will clear the coffee table off. Whips my legs and feet on a regular because I sit in a recliner and my feet are right at the level of her ass. We have had to adjust. I do use cannabis. It is, oh my God, is it the best medicine? She has come close to breaking my bong so many times. I wouldn't say it means I'm a crazy liberal, but I am, so, I mean, hell. I could probably be legally declared insane. Oh, this is a different person. Oh, she is very dangerous. Yes. Excuse me. But, and I'm just, I know I know when they refer to my piercing, they're referring to the septum, but my brain always goes, which piercing? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can't see the 7th one. It loves to talk back. Oh my God. One of my favorite stories to tell, I was pregnant with the youngest, so we're talking about 23 years ago now. I am at 32nd Street Naval Station, visiting with a friend who is on restriction. And as we came out of the restrictoid barracks, I had bought a can of Dr. Pepper, and I chugged it on my way to the van, which is like maybe 200 feet. So my little brother is driving, don't know why. And I am sitting in the passenger seat of a minivan looking at the floorboards because I'm digging through my purse or something. And I let this belch rip. That my friend who is inside the barracks steps out. Mind the door was closed. He steps out onto the porch and just kind of stares at the van. One of the petty officers in charge steps out the door and just mouths, "What the fuck was that?" Mind you, as soon as my friend stepped out, I started laughing so hard I almost fall out of the van. My little brother is sitting in the driver's seat going, she did it. It was all her, not me, not me. And I'm still rolling with laughter, proudly claiming this. Come to find out later, not only did they hear me inside the restrictoid barracks, they heard me at the pier half a mile away, and there are rumors that my belch was heard at the pier 2 miles away. I don't necessarily believe that, but the pier 2, yeah, I'll believe that one. It was a good one. And yeah. So Dr. Pepper has some hellacious belches, even when I'm not pregnant, and I can't seem to not drink this shit. He's a fuzzy boy. Look at the kitty. Oh, it was great. But see, I am the youngest of 4. I am the only girl. My brothers are 8, 10, and 12 years older than I am. So, yes. So, yeah, I have no, yeah. No, I have no, what's the word I'm looking for? I really don't give a fuck. So I laugh at myself regularly. And yes, it very much was like your meeps at SCA events. Your meeps are great as a homing beacon, though. That was kind of rude to say. No, I haven't done that, but I did laugh. One of the first times I got good and high. The man behind the curtain missed it, which to this day makes me very sad. But I'm high as fuck, sitting on the bed, getting ready to crash out for the night, and I burp and I bust ass at the same time, and they kind of vibrated at this. It was hilarious. I sat there and giggled for like 20 minutes after that. He comes in and he's like, "What the fuck is so funny? You missed it. It was great. I'm laughing so hard I can't describe it." Yeah. Like I said, I have, yes. Yeah. I'm great. I did. It did quack, damn it. I'm not sure exactly, but it was pretty good. Although he had a good one. That's where I was going. Yes, I have done that too. See, I am 48 years old. I have given birth 3 times. My body is no longer my own. So one of my kids, when they were little, described busting ass as butt burps. And I had just told that during a stream like last week, maybe the week before. And I'm moving on. And next thing I know, I hear his ass. I hear him bust ass in my earbud. I had just started into the holidays and said, we're going to celebrate this one loud and proud. And he rips one in my ear. Gets done and goes, my butt burped. I lost my shit. Could not talk for a good 2 minutes because I'm just like, oh my God, you did just say that. Oh my God. And the timing, because I said loud and it was, oh my Lord. It was great. It was so funny. We have a wonderful sense of humor in this house. We have to, because, well, I'm autistic ADHD. I love you. I'm autistic ADHD. We're pretty sure he's autistic ADHD. My boys are both autistic ADHD. The munchkin is just ADD. So, we have had to, develop a sense of humor about everything. Not to mention the fact that not only are we autistic ADHD, we're a military family. And my dad, after he got out of the military, was a cop. So, Am I a real witch or a pretend witch? If you're asking, do I actually do shit or am I in it for the aesthetics? I am very much a practicing witch. As of this weekend, it will be 30 years. It is a pin. I got it from actually the local pride group. And what is rough? C'est la vie. I have that one, and where's the one that used to... There it is. I used to have this one on it, but I decided to put this one on it for a while. We might go back to the heart. Yes, it truly is. Fart jokes will never not be funny. I do have a similar logo that goes in on my stuff. I have a lotus and then essentially this inside the lotus blossom. Oh. How do I qualify as a witch? I don't know that it's necessarily qualifying, but I have been practicing witchcraft since I was 18. I read tarot cards, I read oracle cards, I do pendulum readings, I do spell work, mostly candle spells these days because it's just easy. It's just easier to, light a candle and go about my day. But when the need is there, I do actually bust out a full fucking ritual. I was born into the Episcopal Church. I was baptized by at the time, Bishop of the Diocese of Oregon, because he was coming down to do confirmation for my brothers, welcome my dad from the Roman Catholic Church, do something with my mom to reaffirm her or some shit. And so... he was asked if he just wanted to baptize the baby while he was at it with the rest of the family, and he's like, yes, because my grandfather was asked, and he's like, hell no, I want to sit here and just be grandpa this time. He can do it, as he points to the bishop. Grandfather was a priest. Have I ever witnessed a demon circle? No, we don't work with demons. Yeah, not my thing. Well, unless you count the demon spawn. That has been my children's nickname for years because, well, my partner picker sucked. I said sucked, past tense. It used to suck. You're the improvement on the past 3 marriages. So, Steve, where's Steve? Oh, hey, Steve. He sees you. I do not see the chat and the people who are watching on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and that's it. Yeah. But yes. But yeah, I don't fuck with demons. Not my thing. Well, hello, Luna Tuna. I don't even get a look. My dog loves me. But yeah, no, the scariest thing I have encountered, to this day, I don't even know exactly what it was. My now former best friend and I were doing fire watch in the barracks. I'm ex-Navy. And there was this shadow thing that just scared the fuck out the both of us, and yeah, we decided we weren't messing with that. How are my joints? Oh, my joints are jacked up these days. I had you can't see the scar anymore. Good. I had 2 discs replaced in my neck in 24. Memorial Day of 24. But otherwise, my joints are actually doing pretty good other than hurting like a mother. My knees are never happy. Do what, huh? Joints go crackety crack. Hello, Luna. Nice and tight to burn slow. Oh my God. Motherfuck. I am ashamed of how fucking long it took me to figure that one out, love. Although it does sound good. I know! I have this right now. Although this is kind of amusing. I do not know why this particular cartridge came with a cap and a lanyard. Don't know, but... Dude. Hey, Mark. Oh, Marco Rivera. Okay. Yeah. We get that shit occasionally. Thankfully, it's not as much of a trigger as it used to be. I am a survivor of CSA. Do you do Sanata Dharma? I'm not sure. That's not a Dharma I am familiar with. I am still starting out on my journey as a yoga instructor. Yes, technically it's been almost 3 years, but I'm still learning. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I am ashamed of how long it is taking me to pick up stuff. But I'm trying. I'm doing my best. I've got so much shit going on. Ah! Hinduism. Okay. No, not Hindu. Dude. A, quit spamming my chat. And B, you missed the entire fucking conversation, 5 minutes ago? We were talking about how fart jokes will never not be funny? Because I am eternally... I'm sure there is a 12-year-old boy in all of them up there. But, hey. Anyway. Yeah. See, I have no shame. I don't even realize that I'm saying shit that I probably shouldn't until it's well long done and said. Not as bad as the dogs, but we're not going to go there. We had a dog. He had a dog. I am not laying claim to this one. He had a dog that could weaponize his gas. Fucking dog wanted the couch that he and I were sitting on. Proceeded to bust ass. Once the smell hit us, we're like, yeah, we're going to go have a smoke now. We get up, go out in the garage to have a smoke. And the fucking dog, when we come back in, is curled up on the couch where we were sitting snoring away. And we're like, well, that explains a lot. Fucker. Quit dragging butt, Sarge. Sarge. Hi. Quit dragging butt, please. I know. I tell him to quit dragging butt. So he picks his ass up, looks at me, and plops it down hard and scoots again. Am I a protection, green, or incantations? Not a green witch. Not a green witch. I have a black thumb. I killed succulents, just saying. I am a divination witch. I am a protection witch. I am an eclectic witch. These words confuse me. Okay, so eclectic witch means I just pull from a bunch of different pantheons and a bunch of different practices and have woven my own. Protection witch, that means most of my spells are aimed at protection of others and myself. Divination, that would be the tarot, the oracle, Excuse you. I am working here. Thank you. I know. On the 5th in November, with a high of 60. Yeah, he says I want to go out and go potty. Dad, I need to go. There's a reason we refer to him as the anger potato. Ooh. Might do that. Oh, it is midnight. It is time for my candle blessing. Do, 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 do. Bit of both, Abby. I do know some witches who do very much work with demons. What? I know. I can deal. Actually, you know what? Hey, Nicole. Guess what? Okay. Hey, Nicole, you get to help the man behind the curtain for a while. Huh. All right, you guys. It's Nicole. Da-da-da-dum. Does Witchling borrow anything from... Considering I am a yoga witch, I do pull a few things from the Hinduism and the Hindu pantheon. Not much, but... Now you're on the couch? Fucker. He was yelling at Dad, so Dad got ready to take him out. Dad stands up, and he goes and hops up on the couch and snuggles in. I love my dog. Yes, it is midnight, so... Yep, we're going to do our midnight candle. All right. Now, we're going to do this. Is that okay? Okay. Yep, that's what I thought. Here we go. All right, my witchlings. It is time for our midnight. All right. It is midnight. It is time for our blessing. At the turning of the day, I light this flame. I welcome what is new without rushing it. I release what has passed without denying it. May this light mark a beginning that is steady, not fragile. May it carry care where it is needed, rest where it is not, where it is earned and needed, and warmth where the night has been long. For those finding their way home, seen or unseen, may paths open. For those sharing what they have, may their hands never be empty. For those who are weary, may gentleness meet them before demand. I do not ask for perfection, I ask for presence. I do not ask to be spared the world, I ask to meet it with clarity and care. As this flame stands, so may I, rooted, attentive, and willing. The new day is welcomed. The old is honored. The circle remains unbroken. So it is. And that, my friends, is our blessing.
Go to bed.
All right, Mousy, there you are. Haha. Ooh. Yeah. That would be my Google speaker telling me to go to bed. Nope. Ah! Nyeh. We are starting there when we go back. I know what I'm doing for once. What is the difference between pagan and Wiccan? Okay. So, all Wiccans are pagan, but not all pagans are Wiccan. Wicca is a denomination, so to speak, of paganism. It is a type of witchcraft. My favorite joke, and many, many, many Wiccans have agreed with me here. Wicca is the Roman Catholicism of the pagan world. Because it's, oh, we have a bean, hey bean. So Wicca has essentially the smells and bells of Roman Catholicism. Roman Catholicism is big on the rituals and all of that. So off the wall or Thriller. Oh, dude, you're gonna make me choose between Pink Floyd and MJ? That's hard. No, I'm wrong. No, it's not Pink Floyd. I'm thinking The Wall. The Book of Shadows. Most pagans have their Book of Shadows. I actually can lay my hands on two. Mine and my husband's. I could easily lay my hands on both of them. What is Moloch? Not sure off the top of my head. That's why I always have a backup drink. What does my blood type have to do? I mean, I know my blood type off the top of my head. Most people don't, but Bob, it's people being trolly. We get a bunch of them, but that's okay. Yep. Hey. You cannot worship a deity or an entity that you do not believe in. Therefore, I don't worship Satan. Now, the only religion that I am aware of that actually believes in Satan is Christianity. Because even Satanists do not worship Satan. Satanism is about honoring yourself as your own God and your body as your own temple. So they just decided to call themselves Satanists to antagonize the Christians. Basically. My blood type is Ragu. I love it. Oh, well, hello, baby girl. We have a Luna. She's hanging out outside the door. She doesn't come in the office very much. Oh, really? Okay, hold on. You want to come say hi now? I thought so. Come here. Yip. Come here. Hey. Yip. Hey, Pink. Come here. Get up here. Yip. You know the drill. Yip. Good boy. Did you go whooper? It's Tuckers. My blood type is food. Yes. Hi, sweetheart. You happy? You having a good night? Yeah. Aw. Hi, baby. It's the twins. Oh, you think so? Aw. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry. You're a good boy. Will you stop breathing into the microphone? Sweetheart, this is Midnight Mass, not doggy porno, okay? Yeah. No, he doesn't have stinky breath. It's just really warm. I love you, baby boy. He's a young pupper. He is 4. Oh, there goes. Or yeah, he's 3. He'll be 4 in April. Yeah. What are we doing? Okay, you think so, huh? Yeah. Oh, yes. One of his eyes will glow. His brown eye glows, or his eyes glow red. Yeah, I know. I forgot which dog I was talking about. Luna's the heterochromia. There you go. You're a good boy. Yeah, you're so very much loved, big boy. All right, go lay down. Go find your sister. Go play with sister. Okay, lay down and take a nap. I promise I will get your bed back in here. Oh, God, yes. Like a motherfucker. I have pictures of the piles of fur I will rake out of him. I send them to his former parents, and they laugh. I sent a picture of the piles and said I raked a took out of took, or I raked another tookers, and got a response from his former dad saying, yeah, that's what his other mom said about his sister. And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Well, that's rude, Bean. But I love my pupper. He's the best. Oh, dude, we have flaming bunnies from hell all over the house because he's German Shepherd Malamute. He sheds like nobody's business. Then we have Luna, who also sheds like nobody's business. Sarge, I know he sheds, but it's not as much. And then there's the cat. My desk is currently, here's Black Floof from when he was curled up on my desk during daily draw today. Yeah. Yep. The reason his bed is not in here currently, it's a Mexican blanket. And I just, like 2 days ago, tossed it in the dryer on air dry just to get some of the damn fur off of it because it was starting to look more white than purple. And I need to run it through the dryer a couple of more times to get some more fur out of it. Yep. My youngest is very much allergic to dogs and cats. And he's particularly allergic to this one, to the point just petting him would have his hand, he would have welts on his arm to his elbow just from playing with him. Could not breathe. Took is one of the biggest triggers for that boy's asthma. So yeah, we definitely had to keep the place clean for that. But the cat. No, I don't do that one. But the cat, oh my God. My cat is an evil genius. Where's my air purifier? Normally I have an air purifier that sits right outside my office door. And the cat would lay between the air purifier and the office. When my son was in here, because he knew damn good and well he was going to make my son sneeze and, have his eyes run. Or he would lay in front of the air conditioner in the window and just wait for Big Brother to come in because the entire office was now covered in cat dander. You're going to the shadow realm. It's time to duel. Damn it. I forgot to bring the comforter in. I wonder if it's still salvageable. I have a Yu-Gi-Oh! Comforter on my front porch right now because my oldest loved Yu-Gi as a kid. Well, okay, all three of the kids loved Yu-Gi when they were younger, but the eldest had the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sheets and blanket set. Have a good day at school, honey. Tell us all about it during Daily Draw later. Oh, she did. Oh, yep. Which one? Oh, they can't see him. Okay, hold on. Poo, 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 poo. I got it. Well, there's 1, 2, and there's the plain pink one. Oh, you can't really see the details on the black one. No, I don't need to. Thanks for, Yeah, you're showing my pile of notebooks and shit. Oh, that's only those 3. That one's not over there. Ah, shit. Haha. There's this one that has my rose quartz crown on it. And then the one with my logo and name. I'm going to fix it, though. It doesn't look quite the way I want it to. Dunk. Set those there. I'll throw them back where they belong later. I have thought about it more than once. The two that are hanging on the wall, the black and the gray, I purchased from the... God, I can't remember the name of the vendor, but she's the hat person at Pacific Northwest Witches Market. Like Infinity Stones. I love it. Oh, that sucks. It is possible, but not easy, ask Meep, to bathe your cat. That does tend to help. Also, once the baby is old enough, allergy shots. How old am I? Well, for a month I've been 48. I'm still adjusting to being this old. I still cannot believe that I am pushing 50. Yes, I watched Agatha all along, and the next to the last episode fucked with my head. I felt stupid as hell for not putting two and two together and remembering who Wiccan is. Oh my God, I felt like an idiot for that one. Yes, Meep gave all 3 cats baths yesterday. And I think that's part of why Ava is super glue is Velcroed. Thank you, Bunny. My youngest child is 22. My oldest child is 27. He'll be 28 in August. Poor Munchkin, having, 4 brothers, 3 of whom were born in August. Everything okay over there? Yeah, she's so happy after a bath. I have not watched all of the Marvel on Disney Plus. Okay. Yeah. Yes, they did kind of fuck around and just kind of merge stories, which if you take, come on, Marvel has the multiverse anyway. So honestly, if you take the movies as being yet another Marvel universe, it makes it a whole lot easier to deal with the fact that they cherry picked from different storylines. I remember bitching a fit at my poor ex-husband, number 2. After we watched the X-Men movies, the one that had Phoenix in it. Because, oh my Lord. Oh, hold on. No, yeah, that one could have been okay. Nicole, that one was okay, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. I think, can I? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Marvel is it's literally just kind of squishing things together, but if you think about it, they kind of have to take multiple storylines and put them all together to make a movie, because taking one storyline at a time, unless it's something like Civil War, do not get me started on how they fucked up the Civil War storyline in the MCU. But it's something other than like the Civil War storyline that is so big and so encompassing. They kind of have to put multiple storylines together to make it a decent movie. I think I would die trying to bathe my older cat. Yeah. Yes, I agree they fucked up Gore. Poor Gore. That poor dude deserves so much better. But yeah. Although the thing I love about Marvel, mind you, I'm a Marvel girl. Marvel girl all the way, but my favorite characters, comic characters are Superman, Supergirl. Long story you don't want. But I absolutely love the fact that Marvel has the detailed, in-depth backstories to their characters. Yeah, everybody knows Bruce Wayne's tragic backstory. Everybody knows Clark Kent's backstory. Not as many people know Alfred's backstory or Penguin, Cobblepot. So, but most everybody can tell you the backstories of 90% of the Marvel superheroes because their backstories are so fleshed out, so just rich and complex and detailed. It's really fucking cool. And I think that is one of the main reasons I prefer Marvel over DC. I do, however, very clearly remember the Superman dying storyline. The new Absolute line, is that Marvel and is that MCU or is that the comics? I have not been able to keep up with the comics in a while. Oh, hells yeah. Alfred is such a fucking badass. I'm just saying, and casting Michael Caine as Alfred in the movies is just perfection. Cannot remember who played Alfred in the original, back in the 90s Batmans. Which Lucifer? Are we talking the comic books, the biblical, or what? Because there are so many characters named Lucy. If we are... Discord keeps making noise in my ear. That's why I keep looking. But there are so many characters named Lucifer in so many different pantheons and universes. Can we specify? It's the new DC comic series they're running with. Bruce Wayne's like a blue-collar poor guy who uses everything Oh, I have heard of that one. I have heard of that twist on the universe. It's kind of cool. I do want to read more of it. I will probably get into it in like the next 3-4 years. I have to admit though, Free Comic Book Day is one of my favorite days to go to the mall. But that is, I like, excuse me. Morningstar is a good character. I like her. Her? No, Morningstar is a him. I think. Fuck. I know the character, but I can see the costume, but I cannot see who's wearing the costume. Go figure, right? But yeah, my TBR pile with books, comics, or I'm just gonna say TBE, to be enjoyed. Whether it be TV shows, books, magazines, comic books, or whatever, is so damn long. Okay, I thought so. Similar to, well, we all know Loki is a gender fluid in so many ways, at least as far as the Norse mythology goes. As far as nose rings, I did see that comment. Dude, I've wanted a nose ring since I was 13. I finally did it when I was 30-ish. Roundabout. So, might have been 35. Actually, I think it was closer to 35. Damn. Nope. I'm actually oddly clear. Hey, Pete, have a good one. Yes. Nose ring or septum ring? Personally, I like my nostrils. I need to get in because this one I can't take the piercing out. It's annoying me. It's not one of the easy, L rings like that. But I have the chain, which is the entire reason I got the second nostril piercing. I'm going to put the chain across my nose because I just really love it. Debating getting a second eyebrow. Haven't decided that. See, the septum was the least painful though. Somebody asked a while ago if the nose piercing hurt. Septum piercing did not hurt. Did not even really feel it. These, painful but not for long. Which Loki? Um, honestly, Tom Hiddleston, but oh god, so many of his costumes could have been so much more elaborate. Especially the one with the horns that everybody loves so much. No, I did mean eyebrow. Loki is the god of stories. Yes. Yes, they're leaving wonderful red spots on my nose. They're great. I probably need to adjust my nose pads again. Put them back on. Ugh. Ugh. Cannot stand my glasses being dirty. Oh, do we? Holy shit, yeah. We are down to almost just about 5 minutes left. It's amusing to me. Wasn't it when Midnight Mass that devolved into comic books last time? Yeah. Yeah, because the guy came in. That's true. So I had a person come into last week's Midnight Mass. They started out as a troll. They admitted that they started out as a troll. Made my hand the curtain though when somebody's being particularly asshole-ish. Will check someone's profile. And I had already tagged his profile picture as I was pretty sure who it was. He brought it up and I saw it and I'm like, dude has Lex Luthor as his profile picture. That is cool as shit. And he's like, wait a minute. You recognize that? I'm like, dude. Superman and Supergirl. When did you come in? Anyway, Superman and Supergirl are my favorite comic book characters. Yes, I'm going to recognize Lex Luthor. And he's like, girl, I love you. It was great. Can I cast a sleep spell on you? I wish, honey. Which Lex Luthor? Lex Luthor from the Super Friends cartoon era with the pink shirt with the pointy collar and the turtleneck black turtleneck under it. That Lex Luthor. No, it wasn't Martian Lex. That would have been cool though. Okay, hold on, y'all. Nobody there. Nobody there. Hey, you. Come here. No. I want to pick him up. So I have to convince him to come say hi. Come here. Come here, fuzzy boys. Come on. I know you want to come over here. Nope, he's ignoring me. He's the definitive antithesis to Superman, where Clark Kent represents divine power guided by humility. Lex represents human potential corrupted by ego. Yes! So, the ex-husband and I, most recent ex, we were talking about superheroes and supervillains, and we came to the conclusion Lex Luthor isn't exactly a villain. He is an anti-hero who genuinely agrees that, the world is fucked right now and it needs fixing. But the problem is his way of thinking is that only his idea is the one that's going to actually fix shit. And we all just need to, just bow down and do what he says. I do not care to go on a grippy sock vacation again. Thank you very much. Been there, done that. Got the trauma to prove it. Yeah, it depends on which version of Lex. We were, a self-centered anti-villain. He knows the world is fucked up. He has an idea of how to fix it, and he has convinced himself that this is the only way to fix it. Yes. I don't disagree with you that ignoring crime doesn't stop it. But, not everything needs a full military response, I mean, shoplifting doesn't need to have a SWAT team. All right, everybody. Ha. Yes. They are very similar, too. That's why am I having problems remembering the fucking villain The Brotherhood. It's not the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood is the X-Men and Magneto's thing. But anyway, I love watching when that particular super villain group is working together. Yes. Yep. I like the Silver Age version where he's just obsessed with proving that he is the smartest person in the universe. Then he meets, Brainiac. Justice League, no, it's the villain group that goes up against Justice League. You have 0 message XP because the man behind the curtain generally turns it off when we're doing this one. Oh, it's on? Yeah, because he should have quite a bit of XP because he's been one of the most talkative. Nope, we haven't. Oh, no, we haven't done that to Bob. Bob's been pretty good. Okay, the corrupt industrialist, the modern standard, a titan of industry, LexCorp, who views himself as the rightful god of Earth, seeing, yep, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I can't remember the damn name. No, I don't think so. All right, this is going to drive me insane. What the? Oh, I know why that popped out. I'm like, what the fuck is that name popping up on my phone? The League of Supervillains, I think. Let me confirm. League of Super Evil. That is a TV show. DC. Legion of Doom. That's what it is. Also known as The Secret Society, is a DC Comics supervillain group formed by Gorilla Grodd to oppose the Justice League. Yes. That's the one I wanted. Hey, Timmy, what's up? Yes. Oh, Smallville Lex was awesome. Hey, Mario. I loved Smallville Lex. Smallville Lex actually made me fall in love with Michael Rosenbaum as an actor. He is pretty awesome. Very much like him. Okay. That sounds like something you need to see a doctor for, my friend. You are so not wrong, Pete. I might call you Pete. Sorry. That actually, yeah. Yeah. And that's spot on for Lex. And yes, I think you're right. That is the, who's it, what's it? The Lex from Smallville. I loved Smallville. Tom Welling was an excellent Clark Kent. I think he would have done really well as Superman. I do, however, appreciate the fact that when they started Smallville, that their one thing was no flights, no tights. Yes, they did eventually finally break that in like the final season, but I loved how they did it. We also, so I watched Smallville with my kid's dad. The man behind the curtain and I very much got into the Arrowverse, though. That was just, I loved it. Hey, half cereal. The Arrowverse just, I love the way that the Arrowverse went. Cannot do fucking the DCU. My biggest bitch about the DCU is the fact that they had the characters cast on TV. You know? And then they took these characters and decided to make movies. And instead of using the established actors who are already playing these characters, they decided to go and be idiots and recast them. Depends on the stream. We get more in our evening streams than our daytime. Okay, so the reason he got pushed out of Arrow, he's queer. And he wanted to come out. I think he did come out, and I somehow missed it during that time frame. And it was decided that that was not appropriate. So they basically forced him to quit. They made his life a living hell. He was bordering on unaliving when he finally left. And it pisses me off because he was he was a kick-ass character. He wasn't Speedy. Yeah, he wasn't Speedy. Speedy was his sister. He was, what the fuck is his character's name? But yes, not Red Hood. But yeah, he has actually I was just within the last week or so reading about his experience on Arrow and how bad it was. Not Oliver. Not Oliver, not his sister, but the kid that ended up joining the team with the red costume. Hold on. I have IMDb here. Dude. Arrow. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Roy Harper. Whoops. And Roy Harper's name was what? All right. Arsenal. They called him Arsenal. I liked Wild Dog in the last few episodes too. Mr. Terrific, they did an amazing job with as well. Thea was his sister. There we go. Ha. So, usually he's not the only one in here. That's part of why Nicole got added today. We usually have 2 to 4 mods in here most of the time. Yes! Oh God, he was a regular in the last 2-3 seasons. He was played by Rick Gonzalez. And yes, he actually was in 76 episodes. Arsenal was in 80. Mr. Terrific was 73. But yeah, it was, I loved the Deathstroke. Storylines. Prometheus. The other Prometheus. Yeah, Adrian and Tommy Merlin. May, Shadow. The Atom. That is not Brandon Ruth's picture, by the way. But yeah, they did really, really well with Arrow. And then the Flash spinoff. The Flash was great. I actually first got into Arrowverse via The Flash because I was a Glee fan, loved Glee. Some of the storylines were kind of tetchy there, but the musical talent was unbeatable. We're not going to go into the cast. There have been problems with them, yes. But so when Dustin, I think it was Dustin. Oh my God. Yeah, Grant. So when Grant was cast as the Flash, I'm like, cool, gonna go watch that. Really enjoyed it. At first, I will admit, I did not like the fact that they made Iris black. Not because I'm racist, but because I'm like, she's not black in the comics. Stay true to the original. And then I really came to love the character. She had her moments where she was a whiny ass bitch, but we can deal with that. Yes. And the other I loved it. And then when Melissa Benoist did Supergirl, hey, Supergirl is my favorite DC character. Had to watch that. I actually have 2 podcasts a week, Bob. Constantine, yes, especially if, oh God, hold on, I need his name. Yeah, I know, Constantine. No, oh, they actually are. Is it Matt Ryan that I'm thinking of? I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, as long as they have Matt Ryan come back and play Constantine, I will be happy. They are doing Constantine 2 movie. Do we have a release date? No. We only have Constantine and Lucifer cast so far. But damn, that's going to be so much fun. Hello, Fuzzy Buttses. What you doing? You want to come say hi? No? Okay. I do a lot. And that's just... I can see the practical effects. Dude. Practical effects and the SFX makeup for some of the demons like they did for Buffy. That would be awesome. And it would be a whole lot fucking cheaper than the CGI. Yes, it does kind of need the CGI because it is a comic book show. But, you know, there is that. I think my favorite Flash episode, going back to what I was talking about. 8:30 p.m. I ex-military, so we use 24-hour time. Subtract 12. But I loved the musical episode where they did the Supergirl Flash crossover. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun to watch. Victor Garber, that man is a national treasure, as is Jesse. Oh God, what is his last name? Shit. Oh, hell's bells and tinker toys. Rent. That's the easiest one to type right now. Rent. Seriously? SVU then. No, he was Law and Order, not SVU. Jesse L. Martin. There we go. Yep. But Jesse L. Martin is amazing too. I love him. He is actually half the reason I watched Rent. God. 1, 2, 3. No, the only one we're missing now is Luna. But I'm looking for it. Yes, I will be live in basically a little over 12 hours. Yep. Unfortunately, we have been fighting burnout, so some of my shorts have not been getting edited up recently. I have not sent my newsletter out in like 4 weeks. I feel like shit about that one. And I do a bunch of blog posts, social media posts, etc. I think when we counted it out, I do over 60 text posts a week between the membership platforms, Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon, and Substack, the 3 blogs, the social media, because I have everything but X and TikTok. We have accounts there, but we don't post to them anymore. So yeah, I do a lot. Plus the 3 podcasts a week, the daily live stream, etc. And on top of all of this, I am also, wife, mom, disabled veteran. So, doctor's appointments for myself. He is a disabled person, so doctor's appointments for him. Fair warning for any of you who might want to catch the daily stream Friday, Coffee and Cues. It might be late because I have to be at the VA hospital that morning and I do not know exactly what time I'll get home. Thankfully, it's coffee and cues. So I don't have to do the full daily divination thing. It's just one card. But yes, we are busy. And I'm a dog mom, so, I have to take the dogs out multiple times a day around the streams and shit, and cook and feed us, There are days that there are days when I crawl out of bed at 10:30 in the morning and I really don't stop moving or doing stuff until 3 o'clock the next morning. And that's when I crawl back in bed. Trying to break that habit currently, but I haven't managed to yet. And then I also have, the load is what caught that one. And then I also have the events that I go to, such as the 22nd of this month, I'll be in Issaquah at the Pacific Northwest Witches Market. We are currently debating between 3 different MeWe fairs that we're going to be at. I'm looking at participating in the Spring Mysteries Festival, I think it is. Which will be in April. So I've got a bunch those are my in-person things where I call it being out in the wild. And then I have 2 live yoga classes and a recorded yoga class that I do during better weather. I call it my Yoga in the Wild, where I go do free yoga classes in the park. So, yeah. Oh, go get some sleep, Nicole. Thank you. I love you to bits. I owe you big time. Next time I'm on your side of the sound, I'm taking you out for coffee. You deserve it. You also could use a break from the kids, human and furry. And by the way, you'll keep the hammer until, I decide that, unless you want to give it up, you have the hammer permanently now. I have seen you wield it wisely. Thank you. I have an idea that I must write down. Only half, Giga. I might have to pick up Mjolnirs for the Hammermeisters, just for the hell of it. Part-time gay. I love that one. She will. All right, y'all. We need to wrap up. Oh, my candle went out. Perfect timing. Yeah. I am bisexual, my friend. That's why I say I'm part-time gay. My husband, on the other hand, might object if I stepped out. So we're not doing that. All right. I need to clean that up ASAP. Elsewise, it's gonna, be a bitch. Oh, yeah. Holy sheepskin. Hey, die. Don't break shit. All right. 222. I keep my office well stocked with all sorts of shit. Thank you, Giga. Giggity, huh? Nice. Somebody's a fan of I can see his fucking face. Family Guy. That's what I'm looking for. Not the original cartoon I was thinking of, but that is the one I want. The first one was Ow Hot, King of the Hill. Heh. What's the difference between a chickpea and a... I'm kind of scared to ask. There it is. I don't know off the top of my head. Oh. Oi. Let's see how badly it'll melt. There we go. Ha! Ooh. It's not normal for me to wheeze on inhale. That normally happens on exhale. And it's 1 o'clock in the morning. And if I take a nebulizer now, I'm not going to sleep. Probably. Come here, you. He's a tuckers. Tuckers. He's using my sweatpants as a pillow. So I have a sweatsuit that I wear strictly to walk the dogs in. It lives here in my office because it's pink, partly. And he is currently laying on my pants. Yeah, this is the budesonide and formoterol. This is the steroid. My albuterol's still in the bag. It ain't easy being wheezy. That would be... It's Sergeant. I think the blue one is in with the EpiPens. Yes, the blue ones are in with the EpiPens. So, this is always within quick and easy reach. That has my EpiPens in it and inhalers. This lives in my travel bag when I go to events with my inhalers. Moving to the U.S. or New Zealand, because if you're looking for more affordable housing, I'm thinking you want to go to New Zealand. But I have POTS and MCAS, so yeah, life is entertaining for me sometimes because my body is out to just crash and burn. All right, my lovelies. Yeah, no shit. Is it? I'll have to look. Well, it also depends on where in the U.S. you're looking, because, something like... the Bible Belt is relatively inexpensive. But where we live in the Pacific Northwest, we are Seattle adjacent. It is ungodly expensive. We're actually contemplating leaving where we are currently and moving either back to Oregon for me or Northern California just to find less expensive. Yeah, no, I can't do a red state. Nope. That is why I have been told I am not to move to Phoenix, despite I have plenty of loved ones in Arizona. Southern California is ungodly expensive. NorCal isn't so bad. Akron, Ohio is, yes, Tennessee's a red state. Ohio, aside from being a red state, Akron isn't awful, but I know we're past our 2-hour cutoff. That's true. But if you move to some of the bigger cities, just about every large city is going to be a blue dot in a red state. And the more rural you get, the redder you get. So, but we are looking, if we move, it'll probably be central Willamette Valley of Oregon, Northern California, or even potentially Vegas. No, oh God, no. Less taxes. Less taxes, maybe. Less crime? No. Crime stats are actually crimes statistically are less in blue states. Also, the blue states tend to have the better education, the better infrastructure, better health care, because the blue states tend to have a higher generating income. The blue states tend to support the red states because we have more money in our states. So it's frustrating. But me, you live in a city, chances are your city is blue, which makes sense. But I can't leave the West Coast. There are other bigger cities in Tennessee. I mean, it's a town, not a city. Okay. Then, yeah, that would probably be red. But, yep. Tucson, Arizona is definitely a red state. Yeah, Ohio is one of the red states that has... no. Oh, they did turn blue then. That's part of why, yeah, where he's talking in my ear. We're discussing whether or not Arizona is red or blue. They do not have a blue governor, but I'm like, I know it at least was a red state because my adopted mom and my ex-mother-in-law both have said Arizona is red. That is why my ex-mother-in-law is there, and it's part of why my adopted mom wants out. No, but it sounds interesting. He does follow the politics more than I do. I can't for my mental health. It kills me, almost literally. But he pays attention to it and then kind of feeds me the necessary information. Especially when I'm streaming. Because I am big on making sure... I am big on making sure that I don't spread misinformation or even worse, disinformation. So he tends to fact check me in real time and say, hey, you fucked up. At which point I will go, oops, I goofed. My bad. This is the correct information. Because if I make a mistake, I am an adult. I am capable of admitting that I fucked up, made a mistake. I will take my lickings and go on. That did not sound right, Di. Anyway, my licks. That's the word I'm looking for. Still doesn't sound great, but y'all know what I mean. I'm a Gen X witch. Yes. He loves me. He knows that this is something important to me. So, yeah. It didn't work right. All right, guys. I would love to keep chatting, but oh my gosh, it is 1 o'clock in the morning. I need to go attempt to get the doggos out and then get some sleep at some point. We're probably going to catch the late shows because yeah. Oi. Yep. My brain is starting to mush on me. It is time to smoke, watch the late shows, and crash the fuck out and sleep for the next week. Oh, wait, I can't do that. Sad face. Oh, hell's bells. And I have plans Saturday, too. Damn it all. Anyway, I will talk to you fine, fantabulous people again. We do this every Wednesday night. Come hang out. We do our normal daily show at about 1:30 in the afternoon. So about 12 hours from now. Come on back, hang out with us again. This is me. I do not put on airs. I do not put on a character to be on camera because honestly, that is way, way, way more work than I want to put in. I don't want to have to remember who the fuck I am in front of the camera, so y'all get to see me as me. So come join us for our daily show. I do about a 45-minute divination self-care thing, and then we go into this. I just chit-chat with the camera. It's kind of fun. On that note, here we go. Oh, Jack, you're coming in just as we're wrapping up. All right, you guys. I want to remind you, you all are not alone in this strange, aching, beautiful world. Care is happening even when it's quiet, even when it doesn't trend. And if you guys take one thing away from everything I have done here and from what we have done tonight, let it be this. Staying is not weakness. Sharing, not failure, and coming home changed is still coming home. Take it from a veteran. Now go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is enough darkness and hate out there. Let's choose to be beacons of light and hope for those stumbling in the dark. Make sure you tell your loved ones, in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, paws, and claws, that you love them beyond all measure. Time moves faster than any of us want to admit, and those chances to say I love you one more time are not guaranteed. And if you remember nothing else from everything I do here every day and every night, please remember this. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed. And there is a reason that you are here, even if you don't know what it is yet. I didn't find my purpose until I was 45. I love you guys to pieces, my witchlings. You are the absolute best part of my day. You are the reason I am here. So please go out, have a wonderful, fantabulous rest of your day or night, wherever you are. I love you guys. Namaste, witchlings.